that, like the majority of people in this country, I believe that animal testing is justified for the improvement of medicines and treatments.
Nine out of 10 experimental drugs still fail in clinical studies on humans after successful lab and animal testing.
Experimentation on animals has nothing to do with disease research. It's basic R&D, it's product testing. And so, yes, we advocate the best kind of research, the kind that helps people without harming other beings. We are in an exciting new era of non-animal testing methods. And there are, for example, breast cancer research now involves very sophisticated 3D tissue construct models. And that's human tissue, human breast cancer tissue that we can work with. Drug development is very exciting because there are now computer chips that actually mimic the drug going through the system from the liver through the entire human system. We know how a human will react.
This is the idea of replacing animal studies for drug testing, for example, with little micro-engineered devices that are lined by human cells and reconstitute organ-level functions.
One of the things that pharmaceutical industry is finding is that they're having very high failure rates, and often it's because the animal models being used to develop these drugs are not predictive of the human situation.
It's very expensive to perform animal studies and also time consuming.
Whereas here we have models that can potentially better predict the human situation.
It's called human breathing lung on a chip, and this device mimics a breathing human lung.
So this would be very useful because it's human relevant, because we will be using human cells. Much cheaper than using animal models. To see the size, you need very little compound. So this would not only be more predictive, but have higher turnaround times. You can screen using much smaller amounts of the drugs too. So more predictive and more practical.
Visiting the NAV's website allows you to take action by supporting and advancing federal legislation, corporate policies, and other matters of interest that will have a positive impact on animals exploited in the name of science. PETA is the largest animal rights organization, and one of their focuses is the mistreatment of animals in the laboratories. They provide you with the necessary material in order to be well informed of what goes on behind closed doors, as well as providing a means for which you can take action and get involved. As a result of NAV's efforts, in the past year, 11 pieces of legislation have been introduced, Over 200 sanctuaries, shelters, and rescues have been helped, and $1.7 million in grants have been given to the IFER. PETA has also contributed to many bans and policies against animal testing throughout the world.